Welcome back. I'm Wavepunk, and this is day 70 of producing for a year. This is not actually day 70, though. We're technically coming to you from the future, and the problem is the day 70 video footage had the same issue yesterday's video footage did, and I just don't want to do that again. I don't like putting out videos about music where the music part, the thing you're listening to, sounds as bad as that does. So I'm going to kind of do something a little bit different here. I've got the notes that I wrote for the VO over here, and we're just gonna kind of go through the project in its current state. Kind of close your eyes, pretend like it looks the same. I mean, it does. It mostly all looks exactly the same, but this project file technically is like 5 days more done than you've currently seen. I'm just gonna kind of like highlight some of the stuff that we did in this episode, though. This day, apparently everything I added was choirs. I did a lot of choir stuff, kind of building on other choir ideas we've been adding in days prior, but to the climax here. So prior to adding anything, this is what it sounded like. So that's what that section sounds like. So then we added some stabs here. And I know we spread them pretty wide so that they would move to the outside instead of being up in the middle. And that's what they sounded like by themselves. We put them in the stack with the other stabs. They're pretty far back there. Kind of want the illusion that there's people singing along. And then I also added something that I'm maybe going to take out. I remember feeling like this is okay, but not great. Also, this was something I was adding when I was in Copenhagen and didn't have a keyboard, so I was having to write all these notes in, and I think this is the sort of thing that I think I could perform a little bit better. So maybe that's something I'll do tomorrow, but in like 6 days for your time. I already recorded today's video. We also added this male kind of this thing in the background, so there's and so in context that all sounds like this. Two things I kind of don't like about it, I kind of didn't like about them at the time, was everything I add to this stab, like right now I've got strings added and now I've got choirs added to it as well, takes away from how punchy it is. Like, this is a very hit you in the face sound. And so then when you start to put choirs and where's the strings at? You know, when you start to put this stuff on there, it's a little bit more loose. I don't know, this choir element down here also feels kind of out of time. Doesn't feel like it's I feel like they're not quite singing in time. But the thing that I think really made a big difference was adding these guys in to the build right before it. Just those little notes when we're in this section here. So those guys are kind of cool, but right now the punches are kind of getting lost back there. So that's all I added that day. That took me, I don't know, 30 minutes or so of like tinkering and figuring out the stereo spreader and everything. But yeah, this was going to be a better video than me showing you the actual footage of me doing it. Here's a look at what I actually looked like on that day doing this work. Very different shirt color. But yep, had a good time. Thank you all so much for watching. See you tomorrow for hopefully a normal video.